Oh my god, makeup. Also, spoiler. Oh well. I'm going to have to get better about hiding the finished products and the backgrounds of these videos, aren't I? Anywho, oh my god, makeup. I decided to try to look kind of nice for this. Anyway, first of all, I wanted to say that you guys are phenomenal. I didn't get that big of a reaction to the long form video for Big Kelly's dress, but I did a little bitty short, and the interaction and fun we've been having on that is, I'm blown away. I didn't expect to get any comments or views, and it's not huge by any other YouTuber standards, but it's more than I've ever seen before, and it warms my little trash panda heart. Second, some of the feedback I've gotten via the short was a little critical, and I love it. I love criticism. I love being told when I've made a mistake, when I need to improve something, when there's an easier way to do things. I cannot emphasize this enough, not good at what I'm doing. I'm passable at best. And while some of you are going, oh no, you're wonderful, the people who know how to sew, who know BJDs or wig construction are nodding along in agreement with that passable at best comment. Please do not worry about offending me if you say something is bad or wrong. And if you have resources for anything, including tiny doll hair styling tools or pattern making instructions, please drop them in the comments, please. I will look into them and I will attempt to use the information I am given. I am constantly trying to improve. I just am a little dense at times. And the third point I wanted to say is some people said, oh, I wish I had the skills that you do, which, honey, no. First of all, you've got your own math skills in something. It may be something you undervalue because it isn't a popular skill, but everybody has their own talents, their own skills, and their own pace at developing them. I've been in the hobby for about 5 years. I've been working on resin and making molds and sewing and wig making and all of that for 5 years, and this is where I'm at right now. You can see videos of some of my old attempts at making dolls on this channel. I don't recommend it, but you can still find them. My dolls look good right now because I have a 3D printer and someone else's 3D sculpt to work with. And while I am working on my own sculpt, her true public debut is a long way off. Second, I do believe that skills like sewing and even fine art skills like painting and sculpting can be acquired if you dedicate time to it. And yes, your first efforts are going to suck. My first efforts suck. These videos are not the greatest because I'm not that used to making them yet. So a lot of my current efforts suck. But the name of the game is not getting good. The name of the game is having fun. If you can enjoy doing it, you halfway like what you do, and you don't close yourself off to improvement, that's the most important part, then you're winning the art game. So have fun with it. If you want to make a dress, make a dress. If it doesn't look the best, that's fine. Learn from it, put it away, and make another dress. And don't make the mistakes you made on the first dress. If you need help, show it to somebody. See what kind of feedback you can get from that. But don't close yourself off to something that you really want to try because you don't think you'll be very good at it. Of course you won't be very good at it. You haven't done it very much. You have to keep doing it and keep trying and keep the hope up. And that can be really hard, but it's worth doing. Anywho, today we're going to make little Kelly a dress. We're going to redress the whole shelf, which is this way, the whole shelf. But we're getting one of the hardest ones out of the way first. I wanted to make Kelly a new pair of hands because sadly one of her little fingers broke. It was a partial print failure. I have had so much trouble with the tiny hands. I'm pretty sure it's a me problem and not a problem with the sculpt or the printer because I haven't been doing very much with either. But it's probably something I can fix with better orientation or better supports. But anyway, the attempt at doing new hands failed catastrophically, and I just didn't feel like cleaning the resin vat out immediately. It's not hurting anything if I let it sit for a few hours. I just don't want to deal with it right now. I'll get to it by the end of today, I promise. But anyway, the plan is to make a fitted bodice, an underskirt with a lace floof at the top, an overskirt with a matching lace floof at the bottom. I also considered redoing her face up, but I chose not to, partially because I don't feel like trying to protect her eyes. They're just beads, but they've got a nice shimmer I don't want to lose, and I kind of put them in there permanently with epoxy sculpt when I made her the first time. So if I want new eyes in Little Kelly, I have to get a whole new Little Kelly. It's just what it is. Anyway, I chose a fabric I used in Big Kelly's dress as the bottom skirt and the insert in the bodice, and a fabric I had cut up for Big Kelly and just never used became the majority of the bodice and the outer skirt. I also had a little piece of brown lace hanging around here that I thought would look good as a skirt, and a tiny piece of repurposed lace to put on the bodice like this way. So without further ado, let's get started. Well, you never know what you're going to get from Amazon. This was supposed to be the same pack of fabric that I got a couple weeks ago that I used for Big Kelly's dress. Because remember, we're making matching wardrobes for everybody else. This is not the kind of pack it came in before. The table is covered in my daughter's slime mess. We gave her slime for Christmas. Wait, is this the same set of fabric that I was supposed to get? I don't see that nice striped. There we go. Okay. So fat quarters. Alright, it's got some of the same fabrics, but I don't see that nice striped pattern that was there before. Okay. That one. That one. Oh, I thought I saw it. There's the stripy pattern. Okay, now I haven't decided if I want to use this on Little Kelly's dress or what. Okay. Well, it's the same pack. So this is what we're going to use for everybody's clothes for the next little while. Okay, so we're working on Little Kelly's everything, and I wanted to make her some new hands, and I just printed a batch of hands using whatever resin I had in the machine at the time, and I'm very glad I did because they all failed. I'm gonna have to redo the supports or redo the orientation entirely to try to get it to work. I think I'm gonna try both the next time. It's really sad because Kelly with her poor little broken hands is kind of breaking my heart a little bit. So it's time for take 2 on the printer. Second prints failed as well. I can hear it. It hasn't been running very long, but I can't hear the sound of the print release. The FEP film releasing the print usually makes this soft little popping sound, and I didn't hear it. So I'm going to let it run for a little while longer just in case I'm wrong, and just to let everything warm up because it's kind of cold here right now. It's January 4th as I'm recording this. So, and we're having a very weird winter. I wouldn't even call it a winter. We've gone under 40 degrees like maybe twice for a couple minutes each time. So mid-Texas, I'm used to this in South Texas, but we've been living in mid-Texas for a while, and we've had 2 regular winters, and now we're having no winter at all. So, but that's a rant for another time. So anyway, I'm going to let it run for a little while just to warm everything up. Then I have to clean the vat out, and then we're I'm gonna try again. I want these hands. So I think since little Kelly is so small, we're gonna be doing a lot of hand sewing on this one. Get that hair back. Get those hairs back. I look like a grungy trash panda right now because I've been sick for 3 days. So, but yeah, we're going to do a lot of hand sewing on this one because the doll is so small that I'm not confident the sewing machine will be able to handle margins that are like this big. So, and I would record the hand sewing process, but I ordered a camera mount as a big old tripod, and it's not going to get here till Friday. I ordered it last week. Why is it the stuff that we don't want so much comes in like 2 days, and the stuff that we really want takes forever to get here? I don't know. But anyway, time to hand sew. Okay, so we have the teeny tiny bodice kind of prepped and ready. We've got the 2 pieces sewn together. I'm gonna add some lace up here, and then we're gonna figure out the sleeves and the upper part and everything. That's not actually part of the fabric. Like that. So now I have to figure out where I'm going from here. I think what I'm going to do is clip the sides and then re-sew it on in a manner that gives it a bit more shape, and probably work on adding stuff for the sleeves. So, yeah. Okay, so this is where we're at. I had to add a panel to the back, and I'm hemming that up right now because it wouldn't close otherwise, but I'm hoping that I got the shape just right. You can see how tricky it is. Let me get little Kelly out. Let's undislocate her shoulder. There we go. Put that arm down a little bit more. Pretty. All right, it'll fit. Ta-da! That's a good start. That's exactly where I want to be at this point. So, in case you're wondering, it's Sunday around here, so while I'm doing this, I'm listening to alternating between true crime murder mysteries and G.K. Chesterton, who is one of, if not the best Christian authors ever. So, yeah. I'm a religious nutcase, just in case this mess right here isn't enough of a clue. Oh, and just in case anyone's wondering, these are my books. You can buy them. You can buy these books. Buy these books. It'll make me very happy if you buy these books. Alright. The bodice, there we are. Right there, is finished. There's more details I want to add to it. And I think I'm going to simplify the sleeves from the puffballs I had planned to something that better suits that. But it's time to make the skirt. And for this, I'm going to go to the sewing machine, which means we're not going to see very much of it because I still don't have my camera mount. But we're going to have it be layered. So we'll have this on the top, which will end in a finished hem, and we'll have the brown lace, this brown lace, going along the bottom, like so, which will add a little bit of length to this piece. And then this piece, we're going to run the brown lace around the top, and there's going to be a break where these two interact. It'll be like, flip it around, show you. It'll be like that. So you'll have this beautiful like walking dress sort of effect, like she's wearing a coat. It's what I hope for it to be anyway. All right, I'm gonna go sew now. Okay, so now we have the outer skirt. Let me step back. Yay! The outer skirt with the brown lace sewn to it. So now we just have to sew that to the little bodice, and I think what I'm gonna do is, yeah, I'll sew this one on first, and then I'll decide if I want to do sew the bottom skirt in, or if I want to do the usual lace or elastic seal around the top. Elastic seal. I've been so sick lately, so ignore the weird stuff coming out of my mouth right now, and my nose. That's just as bad. Okay, so now to sew the underskirt. And here we have the skirt and the bodice. I'm going to do the little snap. I've got one snap sewed on so far. I'm going to do the other one like right now, but I didn't know where it was going to fall, so I wanted to have the skirt sewn on before I did the second snap. But here's the first little snap, and it's so pretty. I love it, and it matches Big Kelly a little bit. I don't think I used any of these fabrics in Big Kelly's new dress. But little Kelly won't have to sit there all naked and alone for too much longer. And we have a finished dress. Her hands are still kind of busted. I haven't gone out to the printer to fix the failed print, so I think we'll get her new hands later. Let's try not to twist her head off, Chelsea. There we go. And the best part is she sort of matches Big Kelly now. So little Kelly and Big Kelly can go back to being like sisters or something. Yep. Nice, quick, and easy one this time. Bye.
How are you feeling?